So once again, in a back-to-back fashion, the freaking New York Liberty just defeated the Connecticut Sun. This is a rematch between both teams. So on Sunday, Connecticut Sun was defeated at their hometown in Connecticut by the New York Liberty. So again, Brianna Stewart was out of this game as well due to her injury. So the first quarter kicks off, and Sabrina, of course, makes her first three. Again, that's the theme of New York Liberty. I keep telling everybody this. No matter what team you are in the WNBA, if you're going up against the freaking New York Liberty and even Indiana Fever with Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, and the likes of them, you need to come with it when it comes to shooting 3-point shots. You got to kind of match that energy. So again, New York scores first with Sabrina making the first three. Then Phoebus makes a three. Then Sun gets 2 turnovers. It was just a mess. Like the Connecticut Sun had so many turnovers this game against New York Liberty. I was so pissed. And I'm gonna talk about Dijonai Carrington because she was really making me mad. And then Bonner makes her first point and the Connecticut Sun's first point. And so Vandersloot puts up a layup. And then from Sabrina's pass, beautiful pass from coast to coast, she puts up a layup. Then Jonquel Jones of the Connecticut Sun scores. So at this point, Connecticut Sun has 2 points to New York Liberty's 11 points. Connecticut Sun calls a timeout, and then DeWanna Bonner scores again. Sabrina makes yet another 3. And then Alyssa Thomas of the Connecticut Sun, that is, scores. Phoebus of the New York Liberty literally dropped Bonner on her back, pretty much. She crossed her up, and she makes a layup. Then Brianna Jones of the Connecticut Sun scores. So, and again, like, Sun needs more shooters. That's the thing with Connecticut Sun. It's like they can't just keep relying on DeWanna Bonner indoor. Really, it's just DeWanna Bonner to score for them. They just can't. So, Tiffany Mitchell of the Sun makes a side 3. So, boom, she puts up a 3-point shot for us. And then Alyssa Thomas puts up a layup. And then Harris of the Connecticut Sun makes 2 out of 2 free throws. And then Burke of New York scores. Sabrina scores. So, again, it was back-to-back for the freaking New York Liberty. Olivia Nelson-Odoa, she got pickpocketed. Like, the ball got stolen right from up underneath her. And then Alyssa Thomas, that is, and the Connecticut Sun, she makes a layup and scores. And then Sabrina makes yet another 3, and she gets fouled. That's another thing. It's 2 things you can expect when it comes to New York Liberty, especially when you play them at their home. They're going to put up threes, so many 3 shots to blow your mind, right? It'll make your head spin. And they're going to take advantage. The refs are going to call fouls in their favor. It is what it is. It's unfortunate. It lacks integrity, but it is what it is. And then, of course, DeWanna Bonner scores. Veronica Burton makes a 3. And then the first quarter ends with the Connecticut Sun having 23 points to New York Liberty's 28 points. Second quarter kicks off, so Brianna Jones makes a layup on Jonquel Jones, right? And it's crazy because Jonquel Jones, again, she used to play for Connecticut Sun. So both Joneses, Brianna Jones, a.k.a. Breezy, she put up a point up on Jonquel Jones, her former teammate and friend. And then Doikich of the New York Liberty, she makes 3 again. And then Alyssa Thomas scores a layup for the Connecticut Sun. So Sabrina makes 20. Sabrina Ionescu, of course, makes 2 out of 2 free throws. And then Alyssa Thomas scores a layup. Again, in the second quarter, the Connecticut Sun has so many indecisive passes. It's like they're bouncing. Again, I hate it when they take too long to dribble. It's like you need cohesion. You got to play on one accord as a team. You got to make sure that there's like why isn't their coach, what's her name, Stephanie White, putting up more screens and setups and plays for them? It's like they just kind of make things up on the spot. That's the problem with Chicago Sky too. I'm gonna get into them later on when they play Aces tonight. So Brianna Jones also makes 2 out of 2 of her free throw shots. Then Dijonai Carrington makes 1 out of 2 free throw shots. She missed so many free throw shots in this game. I wanted to choke her. I'm like, Dijonai, girl, come on, get it together. Then Sabrina makes yet another 3. So at this point, she's 4 for 6. She made 4 out of the 6 3-point shot attempts that she actually made. She made 4 out of the 6 of them. Then Kayla Thornton of the New York Liberty, that is, she scores underneath the basket. And then the Connecticut Sun's Harrison, she scores. So Harrison scores again for the Connecticut Sun. And then Alyssa Thomas steals and then scores again. So boom, it was back to back to back. I'm like, okay, come on, Connecticut, keep bringing this energy. Then Phoebus of the New York Liberty makes a 3. Dijonai misses 3 layups back to back. It was so annoying. Again, like, she's at the freaking underneath the basket. She tries to put it in. And it can bounce back. She gets it back, and she has the ball again in her hands, but it's in her possession. She tries again, and it bounces back into her hands. She has the ball again in her possession. She tries to put it up again. She missed 3 layups, y'all, right underneath the basket in a row. I was like, there is no excuse for this, Dijonai. How could you do this to us? We are the honey mustards. Get it together. And Brianna Jones makes 1 of 2 free throws for the Connecticut Sun. And then, so Harris makes 1 layup for the Connecticut Sun. And then the second quarter ends with the Connecticut Sun having 42 points to the New York Liberty's 45 points. The third quarter kicks off. So the Sun scores first. And then New York. So at this point, it's 44 points, Connecticut Sun, to New York Liberty's 47 points. And then Burke of the New York Liberty, She makes a 3-pointer, of course, and then Alyssa Thomas of the Connecticut Sun makes a layup. Sabrina makes 2 out of 2 foul shots. Brianna Jones makes 2 points. So Dijonai steals from Vandersloot, right underneath the basket, but she does not doesn't make the layup, right? And then again, Dijonai Carrington makes 2 out of 2 free throws. So again, right underneath the basket, it's like she has this thing. Like the theme for Dijonai Carrington in this game is that she's racing, she's sprinting towards the basket. She tries to like aggressively spike the ball up, and like she keeps missing layups right underneath the basket. It was just ridiculous. I felt so embarrassed for her. You could see the frustration in her face. Like she couldn't even believe it, her own performance, how she was performing tonight. And then Thomas scores a layup. Jonquil makes 1 free throws, and then Sabrina makes another 3, right? So right there, they got 4 easy points like that. They move at a quick pace. So then Carrington makes a layup. Again, at this point, Connecticut Sun has 54 points to New York's Liberty's 58 points. So Harris of the Connecticut Sun makes a point. Then Sabrina makes a point. Dijonai fouls Vandersloot hard. Like she goes down hard. So Vandersloot, her knee was kind of already giving her problems. And then Dijonai Carrington, again, she's racing to the basket trying to make a layup. She just really hard, right? And she just boom, she falls down, and she on the ground for a little bit, and they like playing tapes and everything, and it's like it was a mess. She got a foul. Brianna Jones then makes a layup. Dijonai Carrington makes a layup, and then for the first time in this game, in the third quarter rather, they are tied. 61 points. Connecticut Sun has 61 points. The New York Liberty 61 points, and then Brianna Jones scores again, and then it's tied again. The third quarter ends with the teams being tied. It's 63 points to 63 points. And of course, by the fourth quarter, the Connecticut Sun has run out of gas. Everything goes downhill. Fourth quarter pops off, and Sabrina makes a 3, of course. This is what she does. And then Burke makes a layup. Then Dijonai makes 2 out of 2 free throws. Hats off to her because she missed like literally 7 to 8 free throws. So many missed opportunities and points that the Connecticut Sun, again, like the problem with the Connecticut Sun, they can't make threes. They ain't got no sharpshooters like that for real, right? And they had so many turnovers. They kept getting pickpocketed. The ball, they can't get the rebounds, offensive or defensive rebounds. It was just so frustrating watching this game tonight. I'm like, y'all know y'all can do better because y'all are the Connecticut Sun. Last week, y'all were the number 1 in the WNBA power rankings, and then New York Liberty knocked y'all off y'all high horse on Sunday. This was y'all opportunity today to get y'all number 1 rank back. But again, it's like they just couldn't come with it. So then Kayla Thornton of the New York Liberty makes a 3-pointer, and then Doikich makes a layup of the freaking New York Liberty against the Connecticut Sun. They have 0 field goals up until this point right now in the fourth quarter. None. They have none. Dijonai misses yet another easy layup right underneath the goddamn basket. I'm like, Dijonai. And then again, she gets fouled. She makes 1 out of the 2 foul shots. I'm like, is this like a strategy of hers? I'm going to sprint to the she's just going to keep sprinting to the freaking basket, trying to make a layup, knowing she ain't going to make it. And then somebody going to try to like aggressively knock her down. And then like she gets a chance to make 2 free throw shots. And then she either misses both the free throw shots or she only makes half the dang free throw shots. I'm like, Dijonai, baby, get in that gym. Hand-eye coordination. Drink you some carrot juice. Drink you some, get you some cod liver oil, some vitamin A. Again, like I do my juices here. You got to take care of your eye health, right? Basketball, it's not even just about, being just tall, being athletic and strong, right? And like having cardiorespiratory. Again, it's hand-eye coordination. You got to make sure these work, baby. Because you're right underneath the basket, Dijonai Carrington. I don't understand why you keep on missing these shots. So after Dijonai makes that 1 out of 2 free throws, she actually steals the ball from New York Liberty and makes a successful layup. I was like, thank God. Hats off to Dijonai Carrington. She actually made it, right? So then at this point, the Connecticut Sun has 69 points, the New York Liberty 73 points. Jonquil Jones of the New York Liberty makes a layup, and then she makes yet another foul shot. Harrison makes a 3 for the Connecticut Sun. Jonquil makes a point. Again, it was a turnover to New York, so Thornton makes a layup. It was at the end of the fourth quarter, it was so bad. Like literally, the freaking Connecticut Sun had like 3, maybe 4 turnovers back to back to back. And they'll have the ball in their hand, they either get it stolen by Sabrina. They have the ball in their hand, they try to like put up a point, and rebound goes to the freaking New York Liberty. Again, this is embarrassing watching their performance tonight. Rachel Banham, she makes 2 out of 2 free throws. Like she was trying to get, because again, like she broke a record on Sunday when they played against New York Liberty in Connecticut. Rachel Banham, that is, of the Connecticut Sun, she made 8 3-point shots, and she actually broke a record for a player that's off the bench making that many back to back. And her birthday was actually yesterday, so maybe it was like an early birthday turn up for her. So like, I'm about to like really go up and put in some work. But today she just had no answer. She kept trying to make those same 3-point shots, and she just could. Nothing was landing. Absolutely nothing. So she just made those 2 out of the 2 free throw shots that she was awarded. And then finally, Phoebus makes 2 out of 2 free throws, and the game ends with Connecticut Sun having 74 points to the New York Liberty's 82 points. Again, Dijonai Carrington got to work. All the Connecticut Sun. See, again, it doesn't matter what the WNBA team is. When it comes to a sharpshooter, like a team like New York Liberty, they are known for going hard when it comes to the 3-point line. And also they are very decisive and precise and accurate and fast when it comes to passing the ball. They pass the ball like their lives depend on it. And it's like when you play against the New York Liberty, you can tell it's like they literally set the women apart from the girls, right? In this game, the Connecticut Sun look like little girls because they look confused. They own the free throw line. The free throw line. They bouncing the ball on the damn 3-point line, but they so scared to really make attempts at making 3-point shots. But again, New York Liberty, they didn't hesitate at all because they're sharp shooters, and it's not just one sharp shooter. Sabrina, Kayla, Jonquel. Be honest with her, she's injured, right? She's out of this game. But who else? Who were some other ones? I don't know, like Phoebus. Just literally the entire freaking New York Liberty team. They have no problems with making attempts and actually successfully making 3-point shots, which we cannot say the same for the freaking Connecticut Sun. And it was just a shame. It was a shame. Again, Dijonai Carrington and the entire Connecticut Sun need to do better with passing. They need to do better with scoring. 2-point mid-range game and the 3-point shot in the free throws. Dijonai Carrington left so many points on the table, so much money on the table because she could not successfully knock down not only her free throw and foul shots, but right underneath the basket. She's driving into the basket. She literally had 3 attempts in a row. Y'all watch this woman. 1, and 2, and 3, and she kept getting her rebounds. This don't make no sense. Baby, it's embarrassing. Y'all got to get it together. Again, comment down below your thoughts on tonight's game. Again, Connecticut Sun is my second favorite team. After the Chicago Sky, that is. Chicago Sky and Connecticut Sun for me. And I like the Aces. So, again, I'm disappointed in the Connecticut Sun. I really want to see them make the championship. So, hopefully, I want the championship. Maybe it'll be New York Liberty versus Connecticut Sun. But they just got to keep up their strength in the power ranking hierarchy when it comes to the WNBA. What are your guys' thoughts on tonight's game? Connecticut Sun being defeated by the New York Liberty.